Welcome into Madison Square Garden. I'm Kris Pursiainen here following the New York Knicks Thursday night defeat of the Detroit Pistons. The final score 118 to 112. The Knicks, of course, taking the win at home. The Pistons now 2-16 on the season, came into tonight on a 15-game losing streak. Of course, everyone had New York winning, and that's why the Knicks needed to keep their eyes and ears peeled for a trap game. The Pistons did their best to give them one, trying all night long to force turnovers, creating efficient isolation offense. Killian Hayes creating a lot of buckets for himself, and Cade Cunningham leading the charge. Over 30 points for him, especially the 8 assists, 7 turnovers, though, for Cunningham. So a sloppy night of basketball for Detroit. Not a lot of minutes for Jaden Ivey, their recent number 5 overall pick, just 13 tonight. Kevin Knox returned to Madison Square Garden, played 9 minutes. Alec Burks, in his return, played 11, but the bench player that was key for the Pistons was Marcus Sasser, 5 of 7 from downtown, 17 points on the night. And I spoke with head coach Monty Williams after the game about how he could potentially fill in that off-ball role next to Cunningham going forward. And he gave credit to his point-of-attack defense, gave credit to his three-point shooting, but most importantly, talked about Sasser and his upbringing, the fact that he's someone who knows how to face and beat resilience and adversity. So lots of hope within Detroit's walls, even with such a disappointing start to the season. Let's go over to New York side of things. A really nice night for Jalen Brunson. 42 points for the New York Knicks star point guard, 6 rebounds, 8 assists to boot, and just 1 turnover for Brunson with those 8 assists. So quite the different performance from Cunningham. Julius Randle, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 turnovers for him. So a couple more, but still they don't combine for as many as Cunningham had. Just some nice performances from the Knicks, from their stars. Both Brunson and Randle played a lot together. Both had a plus-minus of 11. Take a look at the rest of the Knicks starting lineup. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points, 9 rebounds. RJ Barrett, 15 points, 2 assists. But Quentin Grimes had a rough night. 0 points on 0 for 5 shooting, 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. 2 steals, 1 rebound. Some good defensive play from Grimes as always. Tom Thibodeau trusts him for his shooting and his defensive ability, but the offense hasn't been there for him recently. When asked about this after the game and how, as the leader of the offense, he can help Grimes get back on track, Jalen Brunson made sure to note that it's a long season, 82 games in total, and with the Knicks being just 18 games into that season, now with a record of 11-7. Well, it's early on, and it's too early to say Grimes even needs help, according to Brunson. So a calm performance for everyone except for Dante DiVincenzo, who 12 of his 23 minutes came in the fourth quarter. He played the entire fourth, shooting 4 of 8 from downtown, 4 of 8 from the field as well. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists from him. Put the cherry on top of the 40 points worth of whipped cream from Jalen Brunson on this Knicks win over the Pistons. After the game, head coach Tom Thibodeau spoke about the team's defensive performance. When asked what the team could have done better, he said everything you can list. So Thibodeau definitely looking for improvement from his Knicks squad going forward, but a solid effort here tonight, one that defeated the Detroit Pistons. And Thibodeau will always tell you, any team in the NBA can beat any team in the NBA.
I'd rather learn from winning than learn from losing. So, a win's a win. I'm not going to discredit us for that, but we know what we got to do to be better. And but I think most importantly, we just got to stick together. And just got to continue to be a team, night in and night out, and win together, lose together.
Jalen Brunson was a little different with his message after the game, saying, I prefer to learn my lessons from wins and not losses. So Brunson definitely happy, Thibodeau as well, that the Knicks pulled this one out, a close one, at Madison Square Garden in front of the home crowd that included a proposal during the middle of the game, during which Julius Randle spent the entire time deliberating with the referee over a call. So the New York Knicks very into this game tonight. No distractions on or off the court, just winning basketball when it came down to it, and definitely some concerning play to open up the game. 11 turnovers from the team on the night, but nothing compared to Detroit's 20, and nothing compared to the struggles that the Pistons showed on the court today, particularly with their defensive discipline, just not rotating quick enough and allowing the Knicks to get a lot of open shots. They did not fall at first, but once they did, this win was established for the Knicks. It opened up for them at the end of the game. Tomorrow, they'll be in another country in Canada playing the Toronto Raptors, 7:30 p.m. They take on Toronto. So stay tuned to the WFUV Sports social feeds, where we'll have you covered all season long on all things Knicks, Nets, and around the NBA on our show Pick and Pod. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kris Pursiainen signing off from Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks beat the Pistons 118 to 112. Thanks for watching and have a great night.